All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham Ha Rakah Quadash. Double honors to our apostle elders, which rule Great Millstone well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom. Wa abba. Alright, so in the news, there's this Edomite, which looks like to be an Edomite anyways, a so-called white man, which the so-called white man is the red devil the Bible speaks of. Alright, the wicked. And as you can see in the picture on the right-hand side, he's choking out a so-called black man. Alright, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Hispanics, Native American Indians, including the Seminole Indians, the Caribbean and South American indigenous and Negroid people, those are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. Alright, those are the apple of the eye of the Lord. And that's why we are in slavery under the so-called white man, is because we sinned, and he loves us, so he punishes us. Alright, so he put us in slavery, and this is what they're doing to us in slavery. Horrifying video shows homeless man being choked to death on New York subway. And why he's choking him is because he was saying he was hungry aggressively. Alright, he was complaining about his hunger aggressively. It says the New York City subway witnessed a dramatic incident earlier this week when a passenger put another rider into a chokehold, resulting in his death later. A video that has been making the rounds on social media shows the passenger catching the homeless man in a chokehold while he was behaving in an erratic manner and pinning him down. Which I remember hearing the apostle, the elder, which, apostle means sent out. So all the elders are apostle elders, but we have the head apostle elders, which are the head apostle elders in New York. I'm talking about the elder out in Chicago, Elder Malcolm, right? Because he's pretty much a master in martial arts and jiu-jitsu, I believe it is. And he said in one of his videos that Edomites go to these jiu-jitsu classes, and their intentions is to do so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians harm. All right, that's their intention of taking these classes. All right, because this is a jiu-jitsu move. This is a choke from the back, rear naked choke. All right, which killed this so-called black man. So I got a scripture. It says, let's see. It was Proverbs 21:12. It says, the righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked. All right, the wicked is the so-called white man. All right. It says, but the supreme power, Yahweh, through his son, Yahushai, overthroweth the wicked for their wickedness. All right, this is the wickedness. They're forfeiting the throne. All right, because of the wickedness of the wicked. All right, it says, whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. And that's what's about to happen. These devils, all right, the so-called Caucasians, they're going into slavery under the so-called black men, under the so-called Latino men, under the so-called Native American Indian men, which are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. All right, you've been killing us for years, for generations, and soon you're going to face the wrath of the Lamb, the one that sits on the throne, Yahushai, and he's going to burn you into dust, and then you're going to be born back into slavery. And let me show you what happens to you in slavery. All right. Psalms 147 and might be 145. Yep, right here. It says in Psalms 137, verse 7, remember, O Yahweh, the sons of Edom, Edom are the so-called Caucasians, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, which happened when we were taken in Babylon, they burnt down our temple. O daughter of Babylon, which is America, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Because this is how we've been treated in America our whole entire existence here. All right, when we are the ones that built America on our back in our slavery with our blood, sweat, and tears. This is how we get treated. Our people go fight in the militaries of America, right? Making America prosperous. And this is how we are treated in America. And you can see that other so-called black man holding his hand instead of helping him. Which 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be slaughtered in America right along with the so-called white man because of his love for the so-called white man. All right, you want to be with the so-called white man, you're going to die with the so-called white man. It says, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. So this Edomite is going to die here in the lake of fire most likely. All right? Probably going to take the chip, die here, and then be born in the kingdom of heaven, which will be here on earth in the promised land, which is Israel, which we have counterfeit bastards in our land right now, right? Another form of Edom, the so-called white men. But the Lord is going to clear that land with fire. He's going to move those counterfeits out of that land with fire. Just like he's going to destroy America with fire. Nuclear missiles are going to devour the flesh of America. And in the land of Israel, which you're going to have the troops gathered together to fight Yahushua, the troops of the world, and they're going to be turned into ash and smoke, all right, by Yahushua, all right? And this little Edomite right here that thought he had this little jiu-jitsu move on lock, guess what? He's going to be born in the kingdom as a baby. And it says right there, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And this man that he killed is going to come back. All right? The Bible tells you of reincarnation. We are reincarnated to our father's lineage, same sex, right? If you're a man, you stay a man throughout the reincarnation, but your nation always stays the same also. So your nation and your sex always stays the same in reincarnation. This man is going to be reincarnated as an Edomite in the kingdom, and we're going to oppress the shit out of them. All right, we're going to, like it says, take their babies and dash thy little ones against the stone. Against the stone, sorry. This is a future prophecy, all right? And this is what's going to happen to the slaves in the captivity, starting with the Edomites, the so-called Caucasians, the wicked, the devil the Bible speaks of. All praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua Bahasham Ha-Rakah Kudash, double honors unto our apostle elders which rule great millstone wow, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure above.